And boom, we are rolling. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Take a seat and get comfortable. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day so far. It's really, really nice to have you all here. Good to see you all. Hope you're all keeping safe. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Malthus, and specifically, we're going to be checking out their most recent single, Penance. So, I want to start this video by offering an apology to the band Malthus. The reason for my apology will make sense in a moment. So basically, this guy over here, as per usual, looking around online trying to find some cool stuff to listen to, stumbles across a song called On Riveting Seas of Slaughter by, would you believe it, a band called Malthus. This was all the way back April 5th, 2022. Heard the song, loved the track. My actual comment was, ooh, I fucking love this. Those drums are lit, with a little fire emoji, just for emphasis. And we're going to be checking out those drums as well, as we do around here. We're going to listen to that song so that everyone can catch up, because it's the only song, this is the second ever single that we're going to be checking out by these guys, so just to catch everyone up. So I then messaged the band and said, really like the track, so on and so forth, and they said thank you so much. And then because I have a really terrible memory, and I guess slightly in my defense, I do deal with a lot of bands. I've got a lot of balls in there. I am really unorganized. I need to work on it, but it's not for I do speak to quite a lot of different bands. Got a few balls in the air. I never went any further with this band, and I really wish that I had, because I think you're all really going to like this track. I think it's really, really good. And the track that we're going to be checking out by them, Penance, actually came out September 25th, 2022. So we are way behind on our listening with Malthus, and way behind in terms of just actually talking to and stuff like that. So yeah, my apologies, my dudes. This is long overdue. So let's go listen to On Riveting Seas of Slaughter, and then we will check out their newer songs. So this is how I got introduced to the band. that little fake breakdown at the end there is so fucking cool. Like, I've heard that song a bunch of times and it still slightly catches me off guard somehow, because it's just like, it really, you wouldn't expect a nasty little fucking breakdown to be just right at the end of the song, just where they placed it. Yeah, I mean, I think that speaks for itself, to be honest. But I mean, the production's on point. The vocals have got a really raw, kind of brutal death metal vibe to them as well. There's not too much. There's like some kind of like deathcore kind, like, you know, style stuff. But everything sounds very clear. You can hear quite a lot of the syllables. There's not too much of the kind of like, you know, like heavy tunnel throat and really like low guttural shit that you get. Some of it, but you know, a lot of it's kind of got that kind of like more kind of like traditional brutal death metal, I guess, if that's even a thing. But yeah, no, the mix is great. The slower sections are cool. It's heavy where it needs to be. I mean, it's just a really, really good track. Really, really good debut. So let's go. Let's get set up, man. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's do this. That's the thing with these newer bands as well. Like, this could sound like fucking anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Penance by Malthus. Long overdue. Let's go. Gin. Okay. So, do you remember just when we started the video, I said something to the effect of these newer guys, these newer bands, you never know what it's going to be. You never know what anything's going to sound like. Prime example. Okay. So, first of all, that was sick. That was really, really sick. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. 10% taken aback because I didn't expect this type of intro. Weird vibes. Weird vibes through the whole song. And when I say weird, I really mean weird. Like, not quite blackened. Just weird ambience. Very vibey, but a weird type of vibe through the whole song. It was unsettling, but I couldn't quite tell you why it was unsettling. Very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. A curveball. Is it just me, or did On Rivet and Seas of Slaughter not sound anything like that at all? Like maybe I missed all the gin in the last track, but... This is what the other track sounded like 40 seconds in. What a shift in tone. Amazing. I love it. I'm 20% taken aback. I didn't expect these boys to throw gin in there, and I like that. I don't listen to a lot of gin, but in the same way that I also don't listen to a lot of like pure slam, I should be listening to more black metal, but there's a lot of music that's quite eclectic. It's got influences from like lots of like different like things. Maybe I need to actually start listening to some more gin. But no, that's a wild curveball, and I love it. I want to go to this guitar solo. This is another example. I apologize, it's getting so bright behind me as well. The weather's been mad in Scotland. This is another example of where I really wish I could play guitar, so I could explain what I'm hearing. That's an unusual guitar solo. I think the placement of the notes and the kind of the way he's playing around the scale, whatever scale it is really interesting. But it's interesting, and it's different, and it's unique. It's not like overly flashy just for the sake of it, like a lot of deathcore guitar solos are these days. Well, not necessarily for the sake of it. Well, I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, but sometimes there's stuff going on that isn't necessarily. It's more just kind of like doing 50 different techniques just for the sake of it, rather than doing like, you know, 3 or 4 techniques, like, you know, really, really, really well. But yeah, no, that's interesting, man. That's really interesting. I kept expecting him to do some really, really fast tremolo picking on, like, kind of like a really, really high fret, like it fucking like 18th fret or something like that, kind of like, or sort of like making it squeal a little bit, but like kept it nice and flowy. Really fucking cool, man. Really, really fucking cool. There's a bit here. Just the guitar work here again. It's really good, man. It's really, really good. Wow, okay, cool. It has gotten bright. Let me just... I'm going to have to do something about that just quickly. Hold on, my dudes. There we go. That is better. So, yeah, so the last bit that I want to talk about is this this end section. Again, really, really unusual. Because of it doesn't even really feel. It feels like there should be a kind of like it's the drums for me. Keep it from the drums and the way the vocals are. It stops it from being a breakdown for me. It's more like a kind of like pile on or something like that. Like everything's kind of just. I can be more extreme. No, I can be more extreme. No, I can be more extreme. You know what I mean? It's just getting like nastier and nastier the whole time. But the tempo isn't going like the drums keep adding all those mad fills, which kind of like keeps it moving, keeps it from being just a kind of another over the top deathcore breakdown. It's the perfect spot for it as well. You know, like just. And they're starting with like the guitar as well, like you can faintly hear it sounding like it's gonna slam. Yeah, the vocals keep adding as well, and he keeps throwing in like extra syllables and stuff like extra words and extra sounds, and like it's very, very messy, very chaotic. Not at all like a standard, like, you know, super heavy section at the end of a deathcore song. That was fucking tight. That was really, really cool. Total curveball. Didn't see that coming. Didn't expect it to have Jint in it. Didn't expect it to have those types of guitar solos in it. for it to have the structure the way it did. How I just these newer bands, man. What can I say? These guys are fucking wild. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Really, really glad I finally fucking got round to checking out Malthus and getting them on the channel. Nice work, boys. That's a very, very interesting song. If it sounds like I'm hesitantly saying that's a really good song, it's not because I'm like being dishonest. I just curveball, just didn't see it coming. Every now and then I do get I get truly surprised, and I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah, really, really cool. Fuck knows what their next song is going to sound like, or EP, or who knows whatever's next. But nice work, guys. Nice work. Enjoyed the shit out of that. One thing I will say before we wrap up is the mix. The mix was okay, but I thought it was a little bit on the high register end. I felt that sometimes you could hear the bass and the snare really, really well, but there were other times where the ambience and the vocals and the guitars were really, really high register, and the bass had quite a metallic-y sound to it anyway, and it felt like it was kind of getting like lost in the higher mix. Maybe a little bit of like lower end on the mix would have been nice, and especially towards the end section, the drums were like a little bit too quiet. They need to be a little bit more prominent in the mix as well. But other than that, it sounded fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? The guitars popped off, everything popped off. There was just a couple of moments where the drums kind of got kind of like out frequencied, if that makes sense. So but overall, fucking outstanding. Really, really cool. Really, really good shit. So, as per usual, links to the band's social medias, where you can buy some merch if they've got any. I'm not sure if they do, but if they do, I'll put a link down there where you can stream this song, where you can, just do all that type of stuff. Just go and support these guys in all the ways that you know how. Follow, turn the bell on for notifications, share it, play it to this person, play it to that person, buy some merchandise, get those streaming numbers up. Just do whatever you can, because really, really unique shit from Malthus. And for the 15th time, or however many it is on this video, I apologize, this is long overdue. And nice work. So for our final time, Malthus, Penance, go check that shit out. Thank you all holy moly. Thank you all very much for joining me. Always a pleasure. Love you all very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.